Hey everybody, I'm Stacy Lynn, and we are at our orchard today, and I'm with my son Forrest, and he is our resident orchard orchard handman, and he is pruning today. So my husband is driving up too, so he's going to probably do some pruning or something. I don't know. We have the cage around this to keep the deer out. And now we are going to be pruning today a plum tree. So take it away. Tell us how to prune a plum tree.
All right. So plum is a stone fruit. All stone fruits you basically prune the same way. All right. If you look at we have a peach episode, and it's very similar. All we want to do is open up the middle and let it breathe. Let the air circulate, let the light come through. We, unlike an oak tree, or you want a good, gorgeous big tree, we don't even want to center to a peach or a plum tree. We want it to spread out, not go upwards. That's going to produce the best fruit, the most fruit, and fruit where we can harvest it. So I see this one. It's coming right at the center right here. We don't need this at all. So I'm going to start by just taking that out because I see it. So we're going to go right here and clean that up right there. The other branches right here, they're going towards the center. I want all the branches going away from the center, not towards it. So this one's going towards the center. It's going across, and it's trying to invade this branch's all light, okay? And we don't want that. So I'm going to cut those away, and all the little bitty tiny branches that are next to the stem, we don't need at all. See this branch right here? It's going basically right under this branch. It's never going to be good because as long as this branch is alive, that's going to be still a lot of light. I don't need that.
Are you good with that? With that
right here?
Yeah.
That looks fine.
It's okay. Okay.
It looks fine. It's going out and it's getting somewhere that the other branches aren't.
Okay.
So that's the big stuff I see at the moment. I don't like. It's still thick in branches right here. I don't love it. I kind of want to get rid of one of these. Since this branch and this branch and this branch are all right here, I think I want to get rid of this one. All right. That's going to open it up. And hopefully this branch right here is going to come and fill up that space. It's a little bit smaller than I wanted, but beggars can't be choosers. This right here is the deer ate it over the summer. That's why we have this cage right here. Super irritating, but it killed the end of the tree. Or this could be disease. I'm not exactly sure. But I'm going to cut it back to where it is alive because I still like this branch. And I hope that it produces a benefit to
This one looks like it's coming into the center.
It is. It's no good. So
all right.
It's obvious this side of the tree is doing much better than this side. And it'll happen. It'll happen. No tree is going to be a perfect tree. But you do the best you can year by year. You kind of fine tune. Starting off early is the biggest, the most important to make a tree go crazy and out of control, because once it gets too big.
Down there's also, talk about that. Down at the bottom, there's a sucker limb coming out from the base. And so, I thought it was. Never mind.
But there's a sucker limb. You cut it off at the base.
Okay. Okay. And keep it really clean. It doesn't look clean right now, but clean around the base. So
that's all dead.
Yeah.
But it is. We did let it grow up a little bit towards the end of the season. Okay. That's really it.
It's hard to cut that center out, and you don't do that with a pear tree and with an apple tree.
Or an apple.
But the stone fruit, you do cut the center out, and you want it to be bushy.
I would love a good branch coming out right here that's a lot bigger.
I know, wouldn't that be pretty?
But it's just not here on this tree. That especially if you have wildlife, they're gonna eat the tree, and it's gonna be not perfect. But it's okay. The one thing we don't do that we do to pears and peaches is, if it was a peach tree, we would kind of cut the ends of the limbs a little bit where it could branch further out, and they're gonna right where you cut it, right below it, the limb's gonna branch really well. Plums don't really act as well to that aggressive pruning, so I'm just gonna leave it pretty much
just
like this. We're done. I want to watch it over the year and continue to fertilize it, keep the weeds under control, And
another
we're
thing
gonna be
too, if it has a disease, which I think is important to mention, if it's diseased in any way, and you're going to take all these limbs out of here anyway,
Yes.
but if it's diseased in any way, you're going to want to get rid of that and make sure that it doesn't stay around
way
here.
away from the
And,
orchard.
yeah,
We don't want any
yeah.
disease.
And don't let like because the bees pollinate it, and then it's bad.
It's
So
bad.
just don't do it. But anyway, I will talk to you soon. Subscribe to this channel and get notified whenever a new video goes up. I will be cooking with a whole lot of plums and peaches and apples throughout the summer, and I want you to get those recipes and more on pruning and more on creating a great vegetable garden. I'll talk to you soon. Y'all have a great day.